usually they're separated by the tunnel, or they're two separate areas altogether. They even share the technical area. Yeah. So it is an unusual dugout. The managers and coaching staff sit on the front row, followed by substitutes, more coaching staff and medical staff as well. Now this part of the stadium you sat in, this is called the main stand. It's the oldest part of the whole stadium. If you look behind you above the advertisement signs, those wooden seats, they're the original wooden seats from when the stadium was very first built, dating back to 1906, hundreds of years old. Over to your right, my left, the darker area up here with the armrest, that's the VIP area, or what we call here the director's box. And that's where Liverpool's club's officials and directors sit to watch the game at Anfield. You have to be invited up there, you can't buy any tickets. So we have had a few famous people grace the seats up there. We've had Jay-Z and Beyonce, Maradona, Samuel L. Jackson, Daniel Craig, who plays James Bond. And top of the bill, we've got Ian Beale off his stand. Ooh, how exciting. But yeah, believe it or not, Ian Beale is a big fan, a Liverpool fan. He does regularly sit up there as well. Now, across from us here, this is called the Centenary Stand. It was built in 1992 to commemorate 100 years since Liverpool was very first founded as a football club. The executive boxes you see running through the middle, the glass boxes, they were added then as well. We have 30 executive boxes altogether. This stand over here to your left, this is called the Anfield Road End, and it's mainly filled with Liverpool fans on a match day, but we do reserve around 3,000 tickets for away supporters too. There's a few of you here today, our Chelsea mania. If you come and watch your team, you sit from pillar 1 to the small pillar beneath the Adidas sign here. That's approximately 3,000 seats. If we don't sell them all on to the smaller clubs, we'd sell them on to Liverpool fans because we turn away in excess of 20,000 people per match. So we're losing out on a bit of money there because we do need a bigger stadium. Having the fans, the away fans here creates a fantastic atmosphere because of course when they start to sing, the cop sings even louder. And that's the famous cop down there to your right. We'll go and sit in the cop and soak up that atmosphere in a couple of moments, so we'll tell you anything more about it yet. The whole stadium capacity is 45,500 people. Due to our success, we have an extensive season ticket waiting list. Anybody on the waiting list? How long have you been on it, sir? 4 years. So a long way to go, I think. Yeah? Anybody else on it? Anyone on the waiting list for the waiting list? It's very long. And then that just signifies to us again, we need that bigger stadium. There are plans to build a new stadium, but whether they go ahead, no decision's been made, because the current owners have mentioned something about redeveloping the stadium. So we don't know which way it's going to go yet. We haven't heard anything. If they do plan the new build the new stadium, it'll be built a couple of 100 yards behind the Anfield Road End in Stanley Park. That means potentially this stadium here you're sat in would be demolished. Now the only thing to remain the same on those plans would be the pitch. And there is a special reason for that. Over the generations, it's become some of our most passionate fans' last request to have their ashes scattered or buried on the pitch. And it goes on a weekly basis up until today. So it will always remain a green space to honour those people. Guys, are there any questions at all about what you've heard today so far?
You moved my season ticket application up to
I don't even get a discount in the shop. I've got no control. I know, I wish I could. I wish I could put my name up at the top, but it is long. Hopefully if we get the new stadium or this stadium goes bigger, move things along a bit more.
Would you prefer to redevelop this one or move?
A lot of our fans would prefer, and myself, to redevelop this stadium because of the history attached and the atmosphere. It would be a worry if we could recreate that in some way, So I don't know whether you agree, but a lot of fans do want to stay here. So.
When I walked through, I noticed the housing around the outside was poor quality and boarded up and stuff. Surely you'd think there'd be plenty of room to demolish all those houses and just build up stadium all the way back.
When they did this one in 1992, the Centenary Stand, there was a row of houses behind in exactly the same condition, and it took 11 years for them to get planning permission to even start to build. So that gives you an idea of how long this process could take, you know. So just planning the council and what the council want to do, and it's all out of our hands a little bit. Any other questions, guys? Okay, well you can get your final photographs here. Go past the ropes for us, and then we'll take you down and we'll sit in the top, okay?